I am looking for 100% authenticity. This is my goal. This is what I set to become in the next few months, in the next few years, actually. Because I've seen in our society nowadays, we don't have enough of this. We don't have enough authentic people. I'm talking about real authenticity, not that fake shit that you see out here on YouTube. People are basically mimicking someone that they are not. I'm trying to be 100% myself. And I know it's going to be hard. I know I'm going to have to face a lot of fears that I have. I know I have to go through a lot of obstacles before I can reach that goal. But I will attempt it. And I will attempt it by basically posting this video right here as my first step. So to be completely honest, my name is actually Jean Carlos Beiß. I came from Germany, Mainz, Germany. And I basically quit my job. I quit my flat. I broke up with my girlfriend. I lost everything in life. I lost my car. I sold it to someone. And I came out here to Thailand on a Southeast Asian journey to find myself and to be 100% authentic with myself and all the people around me. So let me start off at the very beginning of how all this started, because no one is going to believe me. Everything started with me basically breaking up with my girlfriend in 2021, having the darkest time of my life, basically having all this depression, feeling like really, really upset for a long, long time. And I knew I had to do something against it, because it couldn't go on like this. If I went on that path, like not changing anything, I would probably have done something really bad. Since I knew I had to change something, I decided to go to Peru to meet up with a shaman and a lot of other guys, a bunch of other guys, and decided to do an ayahuasca ceremony. In this very ayahuasca ceremony, I basically was shown something incredible. I was shown that I am basically a part of everything, that everybody is connected, we're all the same. We're just put into these bodies to learn something about ourselves and to learn something about life. And that there is basically a leading role hidden in all of us and a teacher to show other people who are suffering what life is really all about and what kind of change that we as a society need to go through to make this world a better place. Not just for us, but for everybody. For everybody. And even those that you don't like. And I know there are always some people that you don't like, but you need to forgive them. They're also on their path of journey and they're trying to learn something as well. And they haven't just found it yet. Or maybe they're developing onto a path that is really bad for themselves, but they don't realize it yet. Knowing all this, I knew I have to be authentic. I knew I have to be my authentic self. And I can only be authentic if I'm true to myself. This meaning that I had to rethink all of my beliefs that I had. Everything I had to unfold and rethink if this is truly me, if this truly fits to my journey that I want to partake in. So I took a look at my friends and I knew, like, I have developed into some kind of person that was different than my friends. So I had to take a distance, not thinking that I'm something better or that I don't like them anymore, but basically protecting my energy, protecting myself from going a path that I didn't want to be on, that I didn't want to go on. And I basically had friends that, they were drinking a lot. They were good people. I don't want to say anything bad about them. They were good people, But they weren't taking the path that I want to be on. That's basically it. I want to be better in life. I want to develop skills. I want to do this. I want to create a YouTube. I want to create movies. I want to be a storyteller. I want to be more fit also. I want to be more healthy. So all this didn't really fit to me anymore. And I knew it. I had to do a little change up in my life. And also the job that I had, it was basically a cloud engineering job. I worked on AWS, on the AWS platform, basically creating media pipelines for different streaming services and for different broadcasters as well. But I knew this wasn't me. This wasn't helping me in any kind of way. I didn't feel like this made like a progress in my life. I just did it for the money, to be honest. And I tried to do it for several years. I did it for 4 years actually. But I realized that this didn't fit into my life as well. I had a lot of struggles on my job site. I basically worked a lot from remote, basically taking a distance from the real job on site, because I didn't feel well in this kind of environment. Everything felt so closed up, and my mind didn't want to work well, and I felt like there was a lot of depression around. There were a lot of unhappy people, but they didn't know that they were unhappy. And basically I felt like this wasn't for me as well. And it wasn't worth the money at all. Like I worked like the normal 9 to 5 days a week, but the money I got from being a cloud engineer wasn't really that much, to be honest. I made like $3,000 a month, or 3,400 euros. And since I had like this healthy lifestyle, not partying of course, like working out a lot and buying like really expensive foods, like all my money was gone like right away after the month. And I wasn't able to save a lot from my job. And I knew there were all these people who were basically living in complete abundance, attracting whatever they wanted out there. And I want to become like them. I saw them on YouTube, I saw them everywhere. Instagram, you know where to find them. You see them everywhere. And they're not struggling in life. They're not having a hard time. They're basically out here in nature, enjoying their life to the fullest, talking to cameras like these, and basically making their way like this, making money like this, just being their complete honest to themselves, their true selves basically. And it was hard for me to first talk to the camera like this, but now I feel more comfortable. The more you do it, you feel more comfortable, you get stronger. You get, with all the experience you make out here in nature, with the people in Thailand, in Vietnam, in Cambodia, it really opens up your heart, and you can feel like you're becoming a different kind of person that has a different outlook on life. To get back to the topic, I decided to basically quit my job. And why did I decide to quit my job? Well, basically, this wasn't anymore for me. I tried to do something completely different. I tried to be more myself. I want to be that 100% authenticity that you can't find anymore out here. Because people are too obstructed with their societal norms. They're too obstructed with their beliefs that they have. And I want to get rid of all this. I want to rethink everything that I went through. Basically, the job, my girlfriend, the flat that I lived in, the space that I lived in, and the family situation that I had. And I had to change up a lot of things. And I started with the job. Basically, I quit my job 1.5 years ago, and I knew that I was going on this long journey for an undefined amount of time. And since I knew like my friends were also not like fitting into the way I'm living right now, or the way I'm thinking, I like lost connection to these people as well. And also to my girlfriend. I asked her if she wanted to join me on this journey, if she wanted to come with me, but she was like too much connected to her hometown, and I can totally understand it. She didn't want to come with me as well. So basically I came out here all alone, and now I'm on this journey, finding myself and finding this beautiful nature. And I don't blame anyone. I don't blame anyone. I know these people are on their own journeys, on their own path, and they're doing well as well. I just had to go on my own way and find myself. And I knew this was the only way I can do it, because I felt it down here. You know, you can feel something. Sometimes you can feel things down in your heart, and you just have to follow up on them. And I basically did just that. I followed my heart. Not that what I was thinking, because what I was thinking was basically introducing fear. Like, how am I supposed to do all this? Basically losing my job, losing all my living environment, my friends, my family, everything. Coming out here all alone. This creates a lot of fear, you can imagine. But I knew I had to do it. And I feel like it made me a better person in that progress. Because coming out here changes everything. It changes everything. It changes your belief system. It changes how you treat other people. It changes how you move in the world, in the streets, everything. You become a more wiser person. Trust me, you become more wise with the time spending out here. And I feel like I'm already 100 years old, even though I'm still 30. But like the knowledge that I've gained in this process is incredible. It is incredible. Trust me, believe me. So I came out here to Thailand, and the people that I've met, they were so nice. They were on my wavelength. They had the same like struggles they went through. They also want to get tattoos. They want to go on travels. They want to be to basically find themselves and to be that 100% authenticity that I am trying to gain and to access. And it's really, there's something that is falling from your heart, because you felt like back home, I felt like I was the only one that was struggling with this. And you're not, trust me, you are not. If you're feeling the same way, you're not the only person that is struggling with all these kind of problems. There's more out there. There are more people out there. They have the same view as you. They basically, or maybe have similar experiences like you. But you just need to find them. You just need to go out there and find them. Knowing all this, I trusted my journey even more. I trusted the process that I was in even more. I trusted the things that I was basically visioning in those ayahuasca ceremonies even more. Because I knew there was something higher that guides us, something higher that leads us to these special places like this one. And even though I lost everything, and right now I'm like at a point where I almost have nothing, to be honest. I lost like all my money. I have like no more money left. And I came here with a lot of money, but there were some problems that occurred which basically got rid of all my money. And I think that's also part of the process. I think I have to be at this point zero to get everything back. And this is why I'm making this video. I just want to share my experience out here. It's not easy. It's not easy, not at all. You see all this, oh yeah, he's on his journey in Southeast Asia, basically experiencing this beautiful nature, experiencing all these crazy experiences that you can have out here. But you are alone a lot of times, and you have to be with this one. And this is not easy at all. This is not easy. When you're with yourself, all alone, you really get to know yourself. Trust me, you really get to know yourself. And I think everybody should go through experiences like this. Basically, be by themselves. And learn to live with themselves. Learn to be with yourself. Because this is the real shit. But what I'm currently struggling with is basically that I have now two options. Since I ran out of money, I have nothing left. I'm out here all alone. I can only go back to Germany and fall back into the same lifestyle that I had before, which I don't want. Or I can trust the universe completely, stay here and make my way even though I have no money. What would you do in my situation? I think most people would actually go back because it's the safest route, it's the safest way you can take, and just fall into their own lifestyle. But I really don't want to. I'm choosing number two, and this is where my 100% authenticity comes in. This is where my heart comes in, which basically tells me to stay. It tells me to stay even though everything is against me. And I'm confident. I'm confident in my decision because I feel like I'm guided by something higher. And this higher thing, I can't explain what it is. I call it universe, some people call it probably God. But to me it's not like a man in the sky basically watching down on me. It's in everything and everyone and guides us even though we don't know. And this very thing tells me to stay here. And this is exactly what I'm doing. I'm going to stay here. And I'm going to share every single part of it with me being completely vulnerable with all the things that I say. Because I've been basically masked for too long, you know. I want to be completely authentic with you guys and myself and my family. And I know this some people think this is crazy what I'm doing. But to me it's not crazy at all. This is exactly where I'm supposed to be. This is exactly what I'm supposed to be doing right now. And I know there are many people out there who feel the same way. And I tell these people as well, do the same mistakes as me. Do the same mistakes as me. If you feel the same way, go for it. Go for it. Chase your dreams. Do whatever feels right to you. Don't let your mind tell you what to do. The mind isn't right all the time. The mind tells you a lot of things that are untrue. It basically tries to protect you, but the real thing is it doesn't protect you at all. It actually creates an obstruction in your mind that basically prevents you to live this kind of lifestyle. And I'm laughing, I'm still smiling. I don't feel like I don't feel like I'm doing anything wrong. But I'm doing exactly what I'm supposed to be doing, and I'm helping you guys to change your ways of thinking and change your way of living, and basically so you guys have the ability to become your authentic self. And I know I'm currently developing into this leader. I truly feel like a leader because I'm doing something most of the people wouldn't do. And I basically walk off the beaten path, which helps me see things clearly. And I know I need to help people. So if you're someone out there who basically has the same problems as me back in the days and is looking for that 100% authenticity, you're probably a male, probably mid-20s or beginning of your 30s and thinking the same way. Reach out to me, I can help. I truly want to help people. And I know, like, this higher being is guiding me towards something better in life. And I want this better in my life. I want to attract abundance. I want to have all this in my life. I want to be wealthy. I want to have people around me that I like and that I enjoy my time with, and that are basically having a similar outlook on life. And I want to live in an environment that is beautiful and vibrant like this one. And by choosing what you want and by choosing against what you don't want, you're basically stepping into this life. You're choosing yourself. And this is the most important thing in life. And since I know this heart, this universe is guiding me, I know everything that I do is basically, I'm telling the truth and I'm being completely honest with you guys. And I know some people out there feel it, they feel it down here. They're being touched. And I want to tell these people that are basically in the same situation that I am, or have been in this, that I've been in the same situation as them probably. They're in the beginning of their 20s, probably 25, 30s, and they feel the same way. I can tell you, everything that you want is out here. You just have to get it. And if you need help with that, I can help you. You can contact me, you can reach out to me, and we can arrange something. I know that everybody can have a life like this if they truly want to. And if you're craving something like this, and you need a mentor or someone who guides you through all this, the bad times, I'm here for you. I'm definitely here. And sometimes you do feel like you're on the wrong path because people, for example, make you think that this is not for you, this is not what you're supposed to do. But deep down you always know the truth. You will always have this inner calling that tells you what is the exact truth. And it's always right, it's never wrong. And people tend to forget that their intuition is one of their strongest senses they have. They more likely listen to their brains, to their thoughts, to their beliefs, and this is exactly not the right thing to do. You should listen to your heart. It's always right. It's always right. This is what I've learned along this travel, along this journey, that your heart is always right. Your intuition knows best, knows exactly what you need, what you should do, and where you should be at all times. It, for example, told me to come here. And this wasn't a bad decision, if you ask me. So basically, I opened up my heart now to you guys. If you have any question, or if you have any questions, leave them down in the comment section below. I try to answer them. And I know there are probably some among my close friends or among the people that I have been with back in the days that I have a lot of questions. Just leave them in the comment section and I'll try to answer every single one of them. I try to be completely honest with you guys. As you know, I'm trying to be that 100% me, the 100% truth. So yeah, just come at me. And I will wrap up this video for now. I hope you had a good insight into what I've been going through, and I hope it helped some of you guys out there as well. And yeah, I'm basically going to leave you with this beautiful view right here. Have a nice day, have a nice rest of the week, and I'm going to catch you soon. Bye bye, thank you.